According to Crime Stats SA, 95% of armed robberies are for cash. When it comes to cash, one thing is evident, that no matter who you are, carrying around large wads of money exponentially increases your risk of becoming a cash robbery victim. The recent surge of cash and transit heists should be warning enough. And CEO of SABRIC, Kalyani Pillay, is here to share some tips on how to carry cash safely and why it might be best to rather consider the alternatives. Welcome back, Kalyani.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Why is it dangerous for us to carry large amounts of cash on us?
Well, certainly because you are a potential victim to crime. And, you know, criminals are looking for cash all the time. And so, of course, the easy places that they know people most likely to have cash is when they're coming out of a bank branch or when they're leaving an ATM. And that's why banks constantly urge their customers to try and let them understand why it's so important to rather use your card to do payments, do online transactions, as opposed to carrying large amounts of money and putting yourself at risk.
Yes.
What we've also seen in recent times and over last year as well was what we call the money bomb. And with the money bomb, what we were finding is that when customers come out of a bank branch, the criminal are usually part of a syndicate, and they have some members inside the bank branch watching to see who's drawing money, and then the accomplices outside, they would make a phone call, so they alert them to the fact that that person has cash. So what they do is they already have this roll of money, which appears to be money. So it's a roll, and on the outside of it has an authentic South African note on it. And so as you walk past, now they know who their potential victim is, they walk alongside them, or they may just leave this roll of money on the floor. You'll see this roll, and as you go to pick it up, they go to pick it up with you, as if they saw it. And then they say to you, all right, okay, so both of us saw it, so let's just go and we'll share the money. The bank customer who's now drawn money out, has got it in their bag or pocket or somewhere, goes with them to the side or somewhere a little bit quieter to share this alleged roll of money. And in the meantime, what they do is then they just rob them of the cash that they've got.
Yeah, because now they're isolated.
Absolutely, and it's just one of the ways they do it. Other instances we've had far more serious, of where people have actually been injured, where they've been followed from the bank to either their home or their place of business, and then the robbery takes place there. So banks are constantly urging their customers to use so many different ways that you can do your banking.
Absolutely.
And if, of course, you are a small business and you can't afford a cash management company, then we're saying to people, change the days of the week that you do your banking, change the times of the day. Don't tell people unnecessarily.
And what are some of the precautionary measures people can take when approaching ATMs to make sure that they're safe?
Well, for one, if you're going to use an ATM, try and use one in an area where it's not sort of isolated. Don't go to one that's in a quiet place that's not well lit. So, you know, be on the lookout for that. When you go into an ATM and if you find that there's somebody looking a little bit suspicious, loitering around the ATM, rather just go away and go to another ATM. Also, don't allow anybody to come up to the ATM to help you. So we say to people, be wide awake when you go into the ATM. Don't just go there because you're in a hurry. I mean, all of us as human beings, we go there, we want to get our money, we want to get out. And criminals know that. They know how we behave. So they use that opportunity to, if they're around and they know you're not looking out for them or you're not alert to the situation, they take you by surprise or they would follow you. We have video footage of where people have been followed through an entire mall, out in the street, into the taxi rank, and you get robbed there. So the criminal will do whatever they can to make sure they get their hands
on your money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, stockpiles are a huge part of money culture in South Africa.
Yes.
What advice do you have for somebody operating around this form of saving?
Sure. With the savings clubs, whether it's informal or not, really important because, again, a number of them have become victims. We're saying to the savings club, don't collect cash and then go and deposit it at the bank. There are high-risk days which criminals know, and one of the highest risk days for collection, for putting stockpile money at risk is the Monday following month end. And then on the Monday, the person who's responsible for collecting the money will go to the bank to go and deposit it. So we're saying, why do you want to put yourself at risk? You know, go to the bank, arrange for everybody to do a debit order so that the money goes straight into their account. When you're paying out people at the end of the year, don't pay them in cash. have the money transferred to their bank accounts, EFT to everybody.
Yeah.
You can even, some people may not want to do a debit order, they may want to just do an EFT, do it on your mobile phone, do it on your computer. If you don't have any of those, go to an ATM. You can pay somebody using an ATM. And if you're not sure how to do it, go into the bank branch, ask the bank to have somebody show you how to do this. Again, all of this done without touching cash.
Yeah.
And keeping you safe, really.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's very important that people should go into their bank branches if they're not sure, ask what are the ways in which they can do it, and the bank will be more than happy to give their customers that advice. Yeah.
Thank you so much again for all the advice.
It's a pleasure.
So join us tomorrow when SABRIC CEO Kalyani Pillay explains how to hashtag wise up and hashtag watch out so that we don't become another statistic.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABRIC.